Greetings, Pisces and Pisces rising. This is your Western forecast for October 2024. On October the 2nd, there's going to be a powerful new moon solar eclipse. So eclipses marks new beginnings, major adjustments, and being in the sign of Libra can bring themes of relationships, justice, harmony. This solar eclipse is at 10 degrees of Libra. That will repeat roughly every 19 years. Now we have eclipses every 6 months, but this one is at 10 Libra, will not reoccur for 19 years. It's falling in your 8th house. All this new beginnings and adjustments, the 8th house. On a personal level, the 8th house has a lot to do with the deep personal transformation. Could be put the spotlight on astrology, psychology, any kind of technique for self-discovery. On a more outer mundane level, it puts an emphasis on finance, banking, your debts. So it can also really signify a lot of financial matters. And being it's a very complicated area of the chart, it can be major endings on the positive. Maybe it's awakening some financial settlements. That's all the 8th house. This solar eclipse at 10 Libra. Now, if you have planets, or if you have a planet within a couple of degrees either side of 10 Libra or opposite 10 Aries, that eclipse will grab that planetary influence and impact you through lots of new discovery and changes for up to a year. If you don't have any planets around that Libra Aries, this eclipse is just another new moon, but on steroids, because it's a solar eclipse, meaning that if it's not impacting a planet in your chart, it's still going to have a strong impact with 8th house matters, but only for the next 4 weeks until the next new moon. Now, this new moon solar eclipse is aligned with decision-making Mercury. A lot of thinking, a lot of communications, a lot of discussion. The conjunction of Mercury to the eclipse can lead to powerful intellectual insights, sudden revelations, and the need to make important decisions around money matters, around financial joint ventures and contracts. That's the 8th house. But Mars, impatient, irritable Mars, is in a stressful angle to the eclipse and Mercury. So all these powerful new adjustments and beginnings and all this discussion around it could lead to conflict within yourself or conflict with others. As you are maybe reaching out to friends and family, what do you think? I'm thinking of moving in this whole new directions. And with the Mars, they might be, it may be triggering a lot of tension and conflict. Overall, this period of this eclipse can be very intense, but can also offer a chance to break free from old patterns and embrace new beginnings. And being in the 8th house, that 8th house is about the potential for a deep transformation. It's ideal for having an astrology reading, going into therapy, learning psychology, starting to be a counselor yourself. Now, before I break down the other planetary events for October, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can receive the latest postings. And if you go into the description box underneath the video, you'll find direct links to book an astrology reading or to check out my 2-question offer. Okay, Pisces, that solar eclipse in Libra is in your 8th house. It's going to be impacting you strongly all of October. But if you have a planet a couple of degrees other side of 10 Libra or 10 Aries, whatever that planet represents, the eclipse will be influencing it for up to 1 year. But certainly there's a major emphasis for all of October. It's in the 8th house. In general, let's break down the 8th house into 2 categories. In business, it deals with finance and banking and loans, financial settlements and grants. It's a major financial area of the chart. On a deeper level, especially with intuitive, spiritual, compassionate Pisces, the 8th house is also the sector where we look to for transformation, because the 8th sign of the zodiac is Scorpio. And Scorpio represents transformation, but it's this 8th house or Scorpio influence that influences psychology or astrology. So that 8th house could be a lot of deep inner transformation, and that eclipse could be holding it for up to a year. But the full moon brings to light what was said our intentions with the new moon solar eclipse October the 2nd. Full moon, October the 17th, is in the 2nd. The 2nd is opposite the 8th. The 8th deals with your financial obligations with others, or joint ventures or business contracts. The 2nd is your personal income. So yes, there certainly could be a lot of introspective spiritual awakening. But because of that full moon, it's kind of cluing me in to causing you to really focus on your cash flow and how to increase your income. Now, you've got Saturn in Pisces. Always keep that in the background. From March of 2023 to the very beginning of 2026. And every 30 years, taskmaster Saturn in your sign could be a time of a tremendous focus, concentration, hard work. Some of you might be feeling really limited and stuck. It's best to just really hone in and focus on your goals, and the positive of the Saturn will be more beneficial with lots of hard work. The Sun is in Libra till October the 22nd, at which point it goes into Scorpio on October 22nd to November 21st in your 9th house. Scorpio is a water sign compatible with Pisces, a water sign. Now, the dominant theme is your finances with others and joint ventures and contracts, settlements. But there can also be a lot of deep inner transformation. When the Sun goes into Scorpio, it's drawing your attention to the 9th house, as Scorpio is 9 signs past Pisces. So the Sun is putting a spotlight on the 9th house. The 9th house can mean media, marketing, teaching, getting more professional training, with all that financial matters of the solar eclipse. The 9th house is also where we look to for religion and philosophy, our belief systems. And that might be more awakened for the more spiritual Pisces that is really looking more inwardly for more transformation and self-discovery. But in mundane astrology, the 9th house is the media, marketing, publishing, teaching. The 8th house could bring in a financial contract. And with the 9th house, it could be a publishing contract, as one example. Venus, what we value and appreciate and love, goes into Scorpio the end of September through October the 17th. Being in Scorpio, in harmony with Pisces, it's the first 17 days, it's bringing in all this creative, harmonious energy to your 9th house. You could be valuing and loving education of the 9th house, teaching of the 9th house, publishing, marketing of the 9th house. On a more pleasurable, that could be the enjoying Venus, long distance traveling. Venus will leave Scorpio, go into Sagittarius on the 17th of October till November the 11th. Sagittarius is 10 signs past Pisces. So Venus, what we enjoy and value, it will be highlighting your 10th house, which deals with career and business and leadership and visibility. With Venus, you could be more popular. If you're trying to sell yourself or do a sales presentation, the Venus people will be whatever you're trying to sell, they're buying it because they like you. Venus is very creative. So if the business has anything to do with entertainment or creativity, that Venus will be very supportive. But certainly Venus in the 10th, you would be popular. You might be getting some acknowledgement and recognition in your career, in your business. Mars, as I said earlier, Mars is the warrior planet. Mars is assertive and impatient and aggressive. Mars, September, October to November the 3rd, once every 2 years, is in Cancer, another water sign like the Sun and Venus in Scorpio, all in harmony with the Pisces, a water sign. Mars, for the rest of October, is 5 signs past Pisces. The 5th house is where you're having all this ambition and drive and assertiveness. The 5th house can be creative expression, entertainment, sports, because that's a $1 trillion industry. So I'm sure there's some Pisces listening to this who is in professional sports. But Venus can be romance, children, enjoying life. In business, the 5th house deals with investments and speculation. And that whole 8th house could be dealing with financial joint ventures. And then we bring in that strong 9th house, could be the publishing, marketing, media. The Venus in Scorpio could bring a relationship or an enjoyment, companionship when traveling or taking classes. That's the 9th house. Then when it moves into the 10th house, the middle of October into the mid part of November, you could be, you're working or with an authority figure. There could be some really friendly attraction. And I'm bringing that up because Mars, which can be this real physical, desirous energy, is in the 5th house of romance, of playfulness, of vacations and partying. And the Mars will be in harmony with the Venus, because Mars is in watery Cancer in the 5th house of vacations and romance all of October. The Mars in Scorpio is the first 17 days. in Scorpio, a water sign, in harmony with the sun in Cancer, a water sign. This would be, if you went on a trip, Venus in the ninth, you would have the best time. You might even have a flirtation or a love affair because the Venus of love is in harmony with physical Mars in the 5th house of romance and fun and games. Especially with Venus in the ninth. The ninth could be if you're in school and taking classes. But what is a lot more fun would be if you were on a trip. Whether you're with friends, whether you're with yourself, you could have a really enjoyable time the first 2 weeks of October. I want to thank you for watching. If you'd like information on how to book an astrology reading or to check out my 2-question offer, visit my website at gardino.go, that's .co. Until next month, be safe and well.